So, I've just finished reading this book recently. It's called Shtum, and on the front of the book it says 10-year-old Jonah can't speak, but it's time his family listened. And on the back it says 10-year-old Jonah lives in a world of his own. He likes colours and feathers and the feel of fresh air on his skin. He dislikes sudden loud noises and any changes to his daily routine. Jonah has never spoken, and yet somehow he communicates better than all of the adults in his life. This book has a central character, Jonah, who is extremely autistic, and he can't speak, he can't use a bathroom, so he's still in nappies. He's pretty violent at times, he's hurting the people around him and himself if anything changes, especially. There's some good aspects to Jonah as well. You really feel for him, and in general I think it's fantastic that this book exists, because I think it's good that there is a book that portrays honestly what it can be like. They're not all sort of like a lot of the time in the media, they can be portrayed as like geniuses, like Rain Man or something, which is referenced in this book actually, and in the part afterwards, the part by the author, that she wanted to write a book that was really honest and didn't portray them that way. Portrayed the stresses and the reality of it. So if you want to read a book like this, then probably don't watch the rest of this video, because I am going to be doing some spoilers. There's other characters in the book, and the book is basically from the point of view of Jonah's dad, and I'll be honest, I didn't really enjoy reading this book. I thought the book was kind of miserable. Everyone in the book is miserable. Everyone in the book has extreme problems. Jonah's dad is an alcoholic who has lost jobs because of his drinking, and his wife is leaving him, so there's divorce. His wife has been in rehab because she's addicted to tablets. Jonah's granddad is reluctant to tell anyone anything, his history, which could have saved everyone a lot of stress if he told them that he had a family history of autism, because everyone else in the book is like so stressed and driven to drink and tablets and stuff because they don't know if they're to blame for the autism. And he could have saved them a whole load of stress by being like, actually, your uncle had autism, and so he could have saved them that stress. That's the situation that's in the book. I don't know if there's any reality at all to the idea that it's hereditary, but that's how it's portrayed in the book. And he could have told them that years ago. But he doesn't. He's reluctant to tell anyone anything, or support his family by just supporting them. He always makes everyone jump through hoops, and a good deal way through the book we find out that Jonah's granddad has had hospital appointments. He's got hospital appointments because he has thyroid cancer. So, yeah. And that for me, that especially made the book quite miserable, because it's not just thyroid cancer, it's the most extreme example that the author could think of, I think. Everyone's got something that they're living with that's like an extreme misery, and he hasn't just got thyroid cancer. He goes to the doctor. The doctor says it's not even worth trying to do surgery. He's got a year maximum to live. But they'll still do some radiation and chemotherapy, but it's not worthwhile doing surgery. Yeah, so he says he's got 3 months to a year to live. So it's kind of depressing to read this book, and I'll be honest, there's nothing on the cover or anything or anywhere that led me to believe this would be a cancer book. So it's a bit like, did everyone swap all of the books for cancer books? Because I bought this at Tesco. You guys, did you swap all of the books for cancer books? You didn't have to do that. You really, really, really didn't have to do that. Because I bought this book. It's like a 2 for £7 section, and it's a cancer book. Both of the books I got in that 2 for £7 were cancer books. Like, just by chance, I guess. But yeah, that was just totally miserable. And so I found it a miserable read, and I feel like probably everyone would feel like it was a miserable read, because even if you don't have cancer, still it's an alcoholic, it's divorced, it's addicted to drugs, it's Nazis, it's cancer, it's everything. Everyone is miserable in this book. There's no one who's like happy. All of it. There's a particular section which is particularly hard to read about cancer. Here, I'll read it. The cancer had constricted his throat to a needle eye, making it impossible for him to eat without regular thimbles of Oramorph that relax him enough to take anything down. This and the chemo have wasted him. Wires of silver hair have begun to poke through the back of his head. He weighs nothing. I rearrange his body and put him in the fetal position, and then gradually into a sitting position. His pyjama bottom glides to the floor, and his nakedness appalls me. And as I lift him to a standing position and hoist him into my arms like a baby, he urinates on me. I mean, it's just miserable.